Hey there, my friends. It's Bill McDonald, the Reading and Writing Doctor here, and today's video is going to be to help those of you teachers who've been messaging me or emailing asking, how do I split up my time between reading and writing if I'm going to teach the specific skills required in reading the student expectations and also show them how to do short answer and extended essay and all the different constructive type responses. How do I break down my time? So what I want to show you is do it based on the blueprint that TEA has given us, one for elementary. It looks exactly the same for third, fourth, and fifth, a different one for middle school for sixth, seventh, and eighth, and a third one for high school. And what I've done is I've condensed all of this information onto one page for you so that those of you who are trying to think how to divide the time, how to divide the focus, how much of your day or how much of your week should be spent on reading versus writing or merging the worlds. Well, let's take a look at the blueprint, and I think that that will help you based on the sheet that I made from it. All right, so here's the fourth grade blueprint, and as I mentioned, third, fourth, and fifth is the same. It's gonna be the same for sixth, seventh, and eighth, which will be the same for ninth and 10th. Okay, so the most important thing to look at here is how many points can I get in reading, category one, versus writing? Well, when I noticed over here on the right-hand column that uh, the low number of points for reading was 26 and the high number of points for writing was 26, well, if you just add that up together, you get the 52 points that you can earn on the total reading writing test. Okay. All of you are aware, or most of you are aware, that they're going to get one extended essay response worth 10 points, and elementary and middle school are going to get two 2-point questions worth a total of 4 points, and then the rest is basically editing, revising, and regular reading and edit 1-point constructed responses. So when you do the same thing for middle school, you see the lowest amount of points is 28 for reading and 28 for writing. Times 2 is 56. Again, it's the 2 points for non-constructed, a total of, 2 questions, total of 4 points. And in the high school, our low number is 32 for reading and 32 for writing, a total of 64 points. But the one difference that you see in high school is your students are gonna get 3 2-point questions that are non-multiple choice. And this is where some teachers are misunderstanding. When they say non-multiple choice, they do not mean short answer. It's a combination of short answer and or constructed response questions that are worth 2 points. So based on this information, and I'll show you this right here because it says it on all three, keep in mind that what's going to happen is that your test is going to be made up of anywhere between 25 to 45% for each grade level. You can see it's the same thing on all three levels, elementary, middle school, and high school, of what they call supporting standards, which means the things they were supposed to have learned before they got to your grade. So when you have teachers telling you, or consultants telling you, don't teach the supporting standards, they're basically saying don't teach anywhere from 1/4 to close to 1/2 of the test, which would not be very wise. So this is what I made, and I'll be willing to send it all to you based on translating these three blueprints into plain mathematical breakdown for you. So the reading, language arts, and writing breakdown of possible points, as we saw, it was a 50% reading and 50% writing on points and your time, because in elementary it was 26 and 26 for a total of 52, middle school 28 and 28 for a total of 56, and high school was a 32 and 32 for a total of 64. So here's where it gets interesting. Since half of the test is writing, the easy thing to do was to go with what you knew. For elementary, middle school, and high school, the extended essay, whether it's opinion argumentative or informative expository, is going to be worth 10 points each. So when you subtract those three numbers, 26 minus 10 is 16. So in elementary, since editing and revising is part of the writing, that means that more than likely you're going to get two passages of editing and two passages of revising that will be worth 8 points each. They've already told us that there would be two passages. So if they're going to be smart, it'll be 8 and 8, or it could possibly be 10 and 6 or 9 and 7, as long as there's any combination that adds up to about 16 points, because that's half of the test. For middle school, you have 9 and 9, because 28 minus 10 is 18. And so then you would split those remaining 18 points equally between editing and revising, which is, uh, again, the writing part of the test. And the last thing you'll do is take away 10 from the 32 points for the extended essay in high school. That's 22, which gives you about 11 points each. So when you come over here to what they told us in the constructed response for elementary, they're going to get two questions that are worth 4 total points. Now, keep in mind it said non-multiple choice, which means that all the 2 point constructed responses and or short answer responses, those are going to be those 4 points. So here's the possibilities. It could either be two short answer that are worth 2 points each, two constructed responses worth 2 points each, or one constructed and one short answer. Short answer meaning give me the answer and give the evidence, worth 2 points each. For those of you that have the writing folder, it's those first, uh, all of the choices above the red line, like multiple answer, hotspot, uh, part A, part B. Um, those are all worth 1 point or 2 points, but they're saying that they can give you up to 0, 1, or 2 of those short constructed responses. For middle school, it's exactly the same thing. Their students are going to get two short answer questions worth 2 points each, two constructed responses worth 2 points each, or one of each worth 2 points each, because those are all non-multiple choice. Because they did say that we were going to get 3 questions in high school, here are the possibilities. You can get 3 short answers worth 2 points each, 3 constructed worth 2 points each, or one constructed, 2 short answer worth 2 points each, or uh, one short answer and I need to change that to 2 constructed, because it has to be a 1 and a 2, or a 2 and a 1. So it would be a 2 right there. I'll fix that one. When I send it to you. So that leaves, so when you do the math, since half the test is for reading and half for math. In elementary, 26 minus 4, the short answer or constructed 2-point responses. That means that 22 of the points are going to be regular 1-point multiple choice or 1-point constructed responses. 28 minus 4 is 24. So in middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th, 24 points are going to be 1 point. 24 questions will be 1 point multiple choice or constructed response type questions. And finally, in high school, when you take away the 6, 32 take away 6 is 26. So that leaves you with 26 1-point regular reading questions that are either regular multiple choice, A, B, C, D, or the constructed type responses that are the the drag and drop and the uh, multiple answers or the hotspot, all parts A and part B, all those kind of responses. So I wanted to share that with you because a lot of people have been asking me. And so based on this, since half your test is reading and the other half is writing, it would make the most sense when you divide your week or you divide your day to spend about half of your time teaching reading and the other half teaching the writing skills because they do not always learn skills when you just do use the total immersion approach when you teach holistically. Some kids, because of COVID and because of having gaps for whatever reason, are going to need to be taught some of these skills in isolation. So at some point, you may have to say, let's teach about half of our time, however many minutes that you have each day for a combination reading and writing, language arts, reading and writing. Uh, the reading, if the reading and writing teachers are two different people, they should have an equal amount of time to teach their portion of the test because the points are going to be about the same. So please feel free to share this uh, video or tag one of your teacher friends who are trying to figure out how to break down the time. I've been showing this the last several trainings, and a lot of people had said they'd never been shown the breakdown that way before. And so I thought, let me go ahead and show this to my Facebook friends in the group so that you'll be able to do the same. If you have any questions, email me right there in the corner, writing_doctor@yahoo.com. Uh, I would love to do a training with you at your campus or district. I'd also suggest that you email me this coming Saturday. I'm going to be in San Antonio as part of my Texas training tour. So if you live in the San Antonio area, go ahead and email me for that information or a link. I'll be doing a 7-hour training on all of the writing, editing, revising, regular reading, multiple choice, sh short constructed responses, short answer, and extended essay response. Whatever we don't cover in the training is what I will continue to cover over the next several months. And I have a special deal for those of you who sign up 5 teachers or more from your campus. You can get an extra teacher to be able to be signed up for free. So uh, the big idea here is the focus is since the test is half writing and the other half reading, then spend about half of your time covering each of those two components of the test. Thanks and God bless.